The boat you can see behind me is the tender to the yacht that we're on. This is a 40-foot Nortec with triple 400 horsepower outboard engines. You might think, well, that's impressive, but you do often get chase boats of that size. No, this is not a chase boat. Welcome to King Benji. That tender is lifted by this 10-ton lift capacity crane and will sit on this aft deck when the boat is underway. There's another crane over here. That is for the jet skis that go across the front, or you can open it out as we've got it now and have this as a massive dining or party deck. This boat is absolutely spectacular. She's built in 2024, she's 47 meters, and we're going to give you guys the full tour. I'm going to start right at the very back. You can see we've got the steps down into the water there. This is access down to the engine space, some of the crew areas. We're going to show you all of that. But first of all, I want to take you inside because this is properly spectacular. Let's go and have a look. Everything about this yacht is just a bit different. From the finishes to the layout, it's fantastic. It's 499 gross tons, and the interior starts here. They've gone very much for a whole kind of beach house vibe with this. Look at this, and you'll see this through the whole yacht. Look at the way this opens out across there. There's that tender that we looked at the beginning. But yeah, massive doors on either side make this a really lovely, chilled place to hang out. Obviously you can close it all up and air condition it if you want to. Love details like this. This is fantastic. Now there's so much going on with this. I'm trying to think of the best route round because this is in no way a standard layout super yacht. So I think what we'll do is we'll go around this way first of all, and we'll loop on around, and I'll see what we can take in. So we've got steps up, we've got steps down. We're going to do both of those, of course, but let's go forward into this breakfast nook area. Look at this, this is fantastic. Love these big windows here that really open the whole yacht out. And again, this sort of beach house vibe to everything. It just feels so relaxed and so comfortable. Now we've got crew area here. You can see do not enter. This is very much a working boat at a boat show. I have got permission just to show you very, very briefly what's in here, but it is very much in use. As I say, we are at a boat show, so I'm going to be as discreet as we possibly can, but they do know we're coming. So mess area is here, and I'm going to take you right on through. There are two cabins forward. Both of those are twins. We've got laundry over on this side. There we go, but we're not lingering. I did promise we wouldn't. Thank you very much. Okay, bye. Thank you. There we go. Oh, some delicious cooking smells going on here as well. And building up to a big lunch. So here then, as I mentioned, breakfast nook, two more crew cabins forward, thusly. In fact, I'll just show you into, we won't go into the cabins, but I'll just show you the corridor so you can see what's up through there.
Plenty of storage in here.
Excellent, excellent. After you, sir.
I'm staying in.
Ah, fair enough, fair enough. Good. Well, I'm just going to poke the camera in. I'm going to point out Maggie making some new friends. I'm going to say there's two cabins there, and we're going to press on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. And this is the engine room, not the literal engine room, but certainly an engine room of the yacht. See how this links through here? Again, very much in use at the minute, but a wonderful, wonderful area. We've got cold storage here, but there's a lot more of that, and I'll show you that in just a second. But even here, the finishes, it's got a wonderful casual feel. And oh, that smells great. Okay, on back, you'll see these iPads about the place. These are controlling AV, music, blinds, all that kind of stuff. And then here we've got like a pantry area and a lot of cold storage. There's an incredible range to this yacht. We'll talk about that, of course, as we go on around. That one there, that's just the door that closes off the galley. There we go. Head on back a bit further. Day heads is on this side. Just checking. Again, look at the finishes in here. This is gorgeous. Fabulous. But yeah, that, it's just such a relaxing space, isn't it? There's nothing formal about this yacht, very deliberately so. This is the place where you come on board with your friends or your family and you go, brilliant. Let's head on down. I'll show you the lower deck. We've got a completely separate owner's deck. We've got a bridge deck as well. We've got an observatory on the top of the boat. Oh, there's masses of stuff to show you. Okay, let's go this way first. All of these cabins have got their own themes. This one is the squid room, as you can see from this fellow back on here. There's just so much character to it, isn't there? People talk about yachts being very bland. Well, yeah, no. Love this 3D effect with this driftwood. Wardrobes across here, of course. Storage down here. AV equipment. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. There we go. Ensuite is in here. Of course, big separate shower. There we go, you can see it's a rainfall shower in there, and the wand shower. And then if we cross over, this isn't storage, this is through to air conditioning plants, that kind of stuff, engineering basically. If we cross over, this is very similar, except the fact it's twins in here rather than the double. Having said that, you can take that bedside table out, you can move this one across, you can drop that back in on the outside, and you've got a double cabin here as well. Again, it's a different theme, but it's still, you know, with the seaweed and everything, it's just a wonderful nautical chilled vibe. Look at these lights. Again, storage across here and so forth. Brilliant. And we're right down quite close to water level here. Let's have a look out of here. We are at the Palm Beach Boat Show. Obviously, normally you'd be out at anchor somewhere nice with a bit better view, but that's still pretty spectacular, isn't it? Okay, 2 more cabins to show you. Oh, ensuite. Let's do it all, as promised. There we go. Where's the mirror wave though? It's not in there, is it? Let's go back a bit further. And then again, 2 cabins back here. So this one has got this kind of setup. The ensuite is on this side, lovely dressing table. TV, of course, retracts out of the way. Really shouldn't have been anybody using these, but better safe than sorry. There we go. Oh, I'm so pleased to bring this yacht to you. I've been looking at this online for a year, and it's off the scale. Look at this. It's so nice. It's so relaxed. It's so comfortable. Again, retracting TV again. You've got your desk there, or your vanity unit, call it what you will, and the ensuite back here. Rainfall shower, sink, and toilet. There we go. Brilliant. There's the mirror wave. Okay, got that out of the way. So that is the lower deck. Look at these finishes here. When did you see that on a yacht before? And this is all 3-dimensional. You can just, oh, it's just so tactile. Amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's press on. Dayheads we looked at, that was through to the galley. We are going to loop on around. Look at that. Crossover, little pantry area there. That's through to the breakfast nook, and the galley we're going up to the owner's deck. So this is all, I mean, obviously, you know, you can invite whoever you want up here, but this is really designed to be a comfortable little owner zone, separate to the other areas on the boat. So we've got a lounge here, little dining area, but again, look at these massive windows, or doors I should say, that slide open. So this feels like a sort of a, I don't know, a Jamaican beach house, doesn't it? And that is echoed very much in the finishes everywhere. Oh, it's gorgeous. Let's go right back. So then a private deck out here, and a view out across that massive, massive deck. And then an outside dining area. There's that Nortec, look at that. What a beast. Fantastic. There is crew routing. I'm going to show you this just briefly. If we go up here, there we go, crew can come up through here and up through here. They don't need to come through the owner's deck to get to the bridge, which is further on up. Now normally, this would be the bridge deck, so you would have the bridge up here, but not on this one. As I say, everything's just a little bit different. This is day heads with access from outside, which is excellent. That's what that door is for. It's a bit like Mr. Ben's changing room, isn't it? He goes in through there and goes out as an adventure. Don't think he ever did a super yacht, did he? And this then is the owner's cabin. And I mentioned this is normally the bridge deck. By putting the owner's cabin here, well, I'll show you exactly what you get in just a moment, but first of all I'm going to show you through here. So this is things like wardrobes, and the loo is in there. We've got shower, we've got steam room, we've got masses and masses of storage down this side. I'm not going to open it because I think it may be in use. But I love these dark finishes and then these light sections here. This is incredible. I'm so pleased. I've come over to Palm Beach for the show. Honestly, if I came over and just filmed this boat and went home again, it would be worth it. Yeah, look at this. How nice is that? Everything on this boat is 110%, isn't it? Okay, let's press on out and we will go forward. No, we won't. We will back up. I wasn't going to go that way. Which way was I going to go? I wanted to go into the... You can get back into the owner's cabin that way, but I wanted to take you through the normal route. So there's a door out through there. But yeah, so ensuite is there. This then is the owner's cabin. If we carried on up there, we'd have come back through that door there, but that would have been an odd way to come into here, wouldn't it? So I wanted to bring you in the way you might as an owner. Now, because this is normally the bridge deck, and this instead is the owner's cabin, normally the owner's cabin is on the main deck, lower down, this is what you get, this colossal view out of here. Look at this. So when you're underway, wow, what an amazing view you've got. And this is a serious long-range explorer yacht, so, you know, you might be going, I don't know, transatlantic or something with this. And so having this area is just amazing. Desk there as well. That is a colossal space, isn't it? This here, air seal, I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that, so that when these doors are closed, you can inflate a seal. You can see it there. That just makes those properly watertight. Let's go forward again. And this brings us up onto the foredeck. We've got another really nice seating area. And this is, you can have this one as a hot tub and this one as a plunge pool. This will go down to 6 degrees. This one comes up to about 37 degrees, so you can go from one to the other. You can even take that centre divider out and have that as one massive hot tub. But as I say, it's set up at the minute so that you can have one side hot and one side cold, like a plunge pool. Welcome to Palm Beach, look at that. If we come right up forward, we've got the anchor handling kit, we've got the ship's bell up here. And that is the very, very bow. So that is the owner's cabin, and the bridge then, which is normally there, on this one, is there. Let's go and take a look at that. So what I'll do, I'll take you up through the inside and we'll come down through the outside, and that means that you'll get to see both routes. So there's a big super yacht next to us. Look how small it is compared to this. Oh, amazing. All right, let's go on around here. See again, look at things like this with this rope motif. No, you said roof motif then. I would have edited it out later. And another doorway straight out onto the side deck. Okay, back out of here then. Back past the day head for this level. As mentioned, this is the owner's private area. And then we're going to go on up again. Love these finishes. So this then will take us right on up, almost, but not quite to the top. There's another area to go, but this is the bridge in here. There we go. We have somebody in here, so I shall be discreet with my filming. Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
Very well. I'm not going to film you. I'll point the camera this way. Ah, well, there we are then. Give us a wave. There we go. Thank you very much. We've got seating here, obviously, if people want to come up and enjoy the passage planning and so forth. And then, yeah, this is all proper little ship stuff, isn't it? Indeed, you could argue this is just ship stuff. Look at that compass. Usual autopilot navigation. We've got the screens across here, camera system, FLIR cameras. That one's a remote control camera there. Another compass up there. Brilliant. And then a nav station back here. If we loop on round just past this gentleman, thank you very much. There is a day heads on this level. That's in here. And then I'm going to back out and we'll take a quick walk around. We've got life rafts on the outside here. Wing station is here as well. Let's go right round the front onto the Portuguese deck. This is another really lovely area when you're underway. Imagine being up here, the view you've got is fantastic. But it's not quite the best view on the yacht. We can go a little bit further again. I'll give you a clue. We're going on up. Let's go on around. More life rafts on this side. Another wing station on this side. And then we've got another deck back here. Now this is the Tabanaki area. So that is where you can just come up and be fed and entertained by a very active chef, I'm told. We've got sunbathing back here. These are big storage areas. There is a huge slide that goes on the outside of the yacht and also a climbing wall that's put on the outside, and that allows, if I guess it probably goes into sockets like this, and it allows kids to use that as a climbing surface. Obviously if you fall off, you just drop in the water and start again, and of course yes, you move the tender first. If we go up this way, that is back to the bridge, and that door there is the one that we saw, which was right by the day heads. So if we come out through there, we'd have ended up in this area. But we're going to go round and we're going to go up right to the very top, and then we're going down, down, down. We're going to take an engine space, beach club, and so forth. Okay. So this is like an observation deck up here. Look at this. Nicely shaded. Very, very convivial. And the view from here, you know, if you're going into a new estuary, up a river somewhere, and you just want to see everything that's going on, well, look at that. And look how high we are compared to conventional super yachts. We're looking down on this stuff. We've got the Starlink here on the front, remote searchlight, and yeah, again, you can see, I mean, we're up level pretty much with that one over there. Colossal. Absolutely colossal. There we go. Let's come back out here and take a look down. Look at that. What a machine. And welcome to Palm Beach. Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to reverse down these, because it's the best way to approach these, especially if you're holding a GoPro in one hand. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is take you down the outside. So rather than going through that owner's deck, we can find our way back to the main deck by going around here and down through here. Also, when kids are using the slide, of course, this is the perfect way for running up and down. Or mostly running up, because you'd be sliding down. So round here, owner's deck, down here again, main deck. And just to reorientate you, that is into that breakfast nook. We're going to go backwards. This is
just been served.
Ah, fantastic.
Food food.
I don't think I qualify. Okay, main deck saloon. Let's go through here and back off this mountain. Imagine having a party here. What a space. And look at this crane. That's just vast. As I mentioned, 10-ton lift. Absolutely incredible. We've got these doors that can close this area off, but with them open we can head on down beach club level. What we've got here, of course, this is where all the toys get launched from, and we've also got this which retracts down into the water, as we've got it now, or comes up flush to make this a flat area across here. But that, for swimming, rather than having to jump off all the time That's a really nice way into the water, and in fact they've got a pool that they can put in that goes right around this area, so if you want to protect it from jellyfish and that kind of thing, you can have access to the water and know you're going to be completely safe. There we go. King Benji. Awesome. Let's go and have a look in here. So what we've got down here is this area. So this is, for example, all the furniture that can go back on that aft deck for parties, for dining, that sort of stuff, or that can be taken ashore and set up on the beach. So we've got all that going on. You can come right around here, you can see various toys and wakeboards and that kind of stuff. Another access just there. Buoyancy aids and so forth. If we come on forward again, this one of these is another day heads. I think it might be this one. Yes, it is. There we go. And there's also another cabin down here. So if you remember, we had 2 crew cabins on the main deck, 2 crew cabins down that walkway. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8. And then there is the engineer's cabin, which I have asked for permission. It is in use. We'll have a very quick look. That's the engineer's cabin there. And you can see there's another bed up above and there's an ensuite, but we're not going to start delving into there because it's people's living area. So that is that. This boat runs with a crew of 9 because the captain has a cabin to himself, but you could have that. There is a double, so if you had a captain and stewardess together, for example, that's what that would be. This one here is things like, it's an engineering space basically, so chillers, water makers, that sort of stuff. All in there. There we go. And then finally, we come to the other engine room, the real engine room. Check this out. Now, it's important to stress that this is a strictly displacement explorer yacht. It's not about speed, it's not a Sunseeker, it's not designed to do 25 knots, anything like that. What it's designed for is range. So what we've got in here is a pair of Caterpillar C32 Acer engines. They're 1,218 horsepower each. And people say, well, that's not enough, you expect to get 3,000 horsepower each. No, you don't, because you're not lifting onto the plane. If you're not lifting onto the plane, you don't need all that surfeit of power. You just need enough to take it up to its displacement speed and a little bit more in reserve, and you're done. And that's exactly what this does. So flat out, you're looking at 14 knots. She'll cruise at 10 to 12, but the big news is that at 10 knots, you are looking at 4,000 nautical miles of range. That's what this boat does. It doesn't do blast across to the Bahamas and back from Miami. It does cruise across the Atlantic. It's big league. 3 generators down here. I think I'm right in saying 99 kilowatts each, and just a load of space to walk around and work on these engines. Look at that. Emergency access straight up onto the deck, or just if you want to be able to come down here without going onto the aft deck, then you can do. But yeah, this is big league, isn't it? This is, I think I'm right in saying, fuel transfer and fuel purification. There we go. And that, I also think I'm right in saying, is a centrifuge for polishing the fuel. What that does is spin at really high speed. You pump the fuel through it down these lines, and it pulls all the crap out. As it spins around at high speed, it literally, the centrifugal force pulls all the impurities out, cleans the fuel, polishes it. There we go. You've got access to the operating system from down here. That's up over there on the wall. Another generator here, another generator back there. And these are Northern Lights generators. Well lit and very get-at-able. Engineer's office is here. I don't know if there's anybody in there. Let's have a look. No, there isn't, so we can have a quick look. There we go. Again, it's another big league feature, isn't it? Wow, wow, wow. That's all I've got to say. What a boat. I'm so pleased to be getting on this one. I actually spoke with the owner about a year ago, and we spoke about me doing a tour of this. And we've never been both in the same place at the same time. Well, today is my lucky day, and I'm so pleased to be able to bring you guys along and show you this. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. All righty, we've got the steering system emergency control cabinet here. Again, this is, let's have a little look, shall we? This kind of thing. So backup systems, safety systems, means that in the event of a hydraulic steering failure, you can still control the boat, basically. There we go. Fantastic. I think we will come around this way, and I think we'll walk all the way up from one end of the boat to the other, shall we, if we can? Let's go around this way, see where we get to. Okay. Yes, of course we need to go up, don't we? So, let's rewind. And forward again. I'll edit that out later. There we go. We can now go this way. Point the camera down a little bit for this chap. There we go. Thank you. This is what I was trying to do. Come back up through here. And now we can come forward. That's back on up to the bridge deck. This is back past the owner's cabin. We're going to finish off up by the hot tub and the plunge pool and right to the bow. You can see the construction of the yacht here. Look at this. Fabulous. And there we go. I am a happy bunny. First of all, being able to see that yacht, because do you know what, actually, on the quiet, this is what Aquaholic was invented for, to get me on boats like this. It wasn't supposed to be a massive, huge YouTube channel. It became one, and thank you very much. I'm absolutely delighted, but this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to gain access to stuff like this, and I'm so pleased, A, to have done it, and B, to have brought you along. I hope you've enjoyed that one. Do let me know what you think in the comments, and we will catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.